Cool. We're live. Hello. Alrighty, so. Let's see. Sophie, you want to give notes of what happened?
Yeah. All right. So last time, we started with Baron getting a note at in the middle of the night. I followed it to the Green District to an inn called Carp. And then there was a big meeting of revolutionaries. I guess. Varen might be a terrorist. I also put that Varen might be ex-military simply because of how he was talking and how he was directing people, and I thought that was interesting. And then he came back, and while he was gone, we all went down for breakfast, and a maid, Mela, fucking went off on some maid, and got the manager involved, which started a fight about respect and how Corey didn't want the manager to fucking murder the maid because Mela fucking had a hair up his ass. So then we pulled her outside, and then we were arguing in the street, and then Varen came back and joined in our argument, and somehow I became the fucking bad guy. The maid's name is Marguerite. Uh, Kopak will go anywhere that there is food for him to consume. Also, to potentially sell illegal things to Varen's revolutionary, potentially terrorist group.
Yeah, there's nothing legal going on here.
That's what I wrote.
It's just armor, for the most part.
If you want to change something or add something, you are free to jump into the Google Doc and do so.
Alright.
Also,
Must get more croissants.
That whole Baron had military experience. That's just me. Sorry.
Well,
I mean, I wrote it down.
That is a. You can say that as a player,
assumption.
But as Corey, these are Corey's musings. So unless you specifically tell Corey.
I thought we were just talking about this. I didn't realize this was Corey's the character's notes.
Oh no, these aren't. This isn't. No.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I lied.
This isn't the Corey's notes. This is just my notes as a witness, as also a player.
Got you. Okay. Itachi message back. Cool. So we're going to pick up. You guys are at the carp. Now you know where it is.
We're at the carp. We carpet.
So you guys are right here. You're fairly close to the docks. You're just kind of sitting inside there. You do, Varen and Mizai notice a couple people that they saw this morning going in and out. And it's pretty calm. There's just background noise, and yeah. And you guys are just sitting here talking. Do you want to pick up from where you left off last time, or move on, or what would you like to do?
Corey is going.
Aren't we going into that back room?
Desiree, who is the orc, she's a half orc. She's standing up front by the counter, just doing her thing. It's breakfast time, but this pub kind of seems to be busy all the day long as it's so close to the docks and ships come in at all times.
Question. Did I eat enough while I was at the Peacock?
You ate barely anything.
Then I'll
Because
probably get breakfast.
yeah, because you only had maybe 1 or 2 croissants before Mello started causing a fuss. Because they had
I'm
just
also
come
going
out
to
to do
eat.
tea. So
Shall we celebrate our new business acquaintance for food?
I'm just hungry. I don't know what you guys want to do, but I'm eating.
okay.
Corey's just gonna stick by Baron's side and watch. She's a little bit uncomfy, mainly because she just doesn't know what the situation is exactly, but so she's just kind of like keeping aware, I guess you would say.
Okay. If you guys want food, you will have to go up to the counter.
You'll have to what? You cut off there.
You'll have to go up to the counter if you want to talk and get food.
I approach
You
the
cut out
counter.
again.
She said you go up to the counter if you want food.
Okay.
So me and Kopak going up to the counter.
Okay.
I go up to the orc lady and ask for food.
Hi. All right. We got a must-stand affairs. You know, omelets and we have some bread and some sausage. What would you like?
All of it.
All of it. All right. How many servings?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. All right. That should be about. She quickly kind of mental mathed it. That should be about 10 copper. Or sorry, 12 copper.
Sure thing.
We'll
I
pay for
hand
that.
her 1 gold and tell her to keep the change.
Why, thank you, honey. I'll be out in just a minute.
Well, Kopak, let us go back and wait for our delicious food.
You guys sit back down, and unless you guys decide to talk about stuff, the food comes out within about 10 minutes. It's pretty simple. It's just a couple of eggs beaten up, folded in half with cheese on top of it, a couple of sausages, pork sausage, and a big thick chunk of bread.
I rip off some bread, put the sausage in it, chow down.
Perfect. So you guys eat. Um, you guys are free to get beer, tea, whatever else you want. With the gold that you gave her, she's basically just giving you free drinks with everything. And you guys finish. There's a little sign in the corner of the room. It says, "Put your dirty plates over here." And so you see other people putting their stuff over there when they're done, and either just cleaning. Like there's not really any maids here. It's people clean up after themselves.
Like a Chuck E. Cheese.
So
I'll take everybody's plates when they're done.
okay, you take them and you put them away. And then you come
I
back.
don't know why I thought you were going to eat the plates.
No, but I steal the silverware. No, I don't. No, I don't. Hey, metal's metal.
All right. So, ba, 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 ba.
One, has Kopak talked to the revolutionary leader about the sale of his
No,
armor?
you have not told him anything. You
All
guys
right.
just showed up and said, "Oh my gosh, we have an emergency. Okay, we're running from the guy at the Peacock with this maid, and Mello's shouting at us, and then all of a sudden we're coming back to the carp and sitting down, and now we're like, oh snap, the caste system is really messed up." That was the extent of your conversation.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go to the back of the carp and tell everyone I will return shortly.
Okay. Misai is going to get up to follow you.
Sure thing.
All right. She follows you. Where are you going?
Like I said, to the back of the cart where I met everyone before to see if anyone of
Okay.
status or stature is there.
Okay. So you go back. It kind of. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you should just see my screen. So the front part of it is sort of like the tavern part. The back part starts to there's like a curve around stair, and then it's all upper story, not apartments, rooms, like hotel rooms, in the back. But as you come around the stair, there is that secret door. If you're trying to open the secret door, roll a perception check to see if anyone is around and to see if you remember how to do it. Oh. What'd you get?
I rolled a 1.
Go.
He's at the wrong wall.
You. Oh boy.
I see him doing this, right?
Only if you got up and followed him.
Well, yeah. I said I was sticking close to him and keeping watch.
Okay, so then I will need you. So you can roll a perception check. You will be at disadvantage because you don't know what you're looking for. And this is in a tight spiral space, so there's not a lot of purview on either side.
Okay, you want me to roll perception?
Yes. With disadvantage.
Nice. Why did you do this to me? I was here an hour ago. I just wanted to knock on the door.
15.
15. All right. So between, and that's with disadvantage, Sophie?
Yeah.
Okay. Between Misai and Corey, you are saved. You do manage to sort of, after a lot of knocking and banging on the wall, you do manage to sort of find where the thing was that Desiree hit to open the secret door. However, as you start to do so, Misai and Corey actually hear someone coming down the stairs because you were doing a lot of banging. And so they hear someone start to come down the stairs, and they sort of, Misai sort of grabs your hand really fast, and then quickly, like, shuts the door that has begun to open. And coming down the stairs is a very distinguished looking sort of elf gentleman, dressed all sorts of colors. You can tell this looks like a person who is a perhaps a trader or a merchant of some sort. So fairly well off. Mismatch of colors, so maybe not from here. And he comes down the stairs and kind of looks at you and goes, "Were you making all that racket?"
Sorry, I'm blind.
I'm sorry.
I just start like tapping the walls around me until I like bump into Corey. There you are, my friend. Would you explain to this kind person that I'm blind?
Yeah. So she kind of like looks at him for a moment, and then looks at the guy, and she goes, "Yeah, no, sorry. He got away from us, and I guess I don't know what he was looking for. God forbid. But yeah, he's totally blind, completely blind.
Both of you roll deception checks, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Hold on. Varen, what's your deception at?
+5 and I roll a 15. Can I just take this one?
Yeah, yep, go for it.
Okay.
I'll just let him roll with advantage. You want to roll again, buddy?
Sure. 14 +5. So
Okay. So 19 and a 20. All right. So he kind of just looks at you and says, "Well, can I help you up to your room then?" And he kind of gestures and holds out his elbow.
I'm going to stumble forward blindly and just sort of frisk him while apologizing profusely.
Okay.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand with advantage because you rolled so high on the deception.
That's a play that we can do. I guess. Why are we doing this? Why is this what's happening?
12 +2.
14. You managed to get 3 silver off him and a random handkerchief.
I'm not trying to rob the man. I just want some information.
He's coming from his room. He heard the noise. He didn't really have anything on him. He has his room keys, but
You said a handkerchief, right?
a handkerchief. Yeah,
Is that embroidered?
yeah. It
All
has
right, I'm gonna pass that to Corey.
it has it has flowers and the hyacinths going around the borders.
Yeah, I pocket that shit.
Okay.
I tell the man, lead the way, good sir.
Of course. Which room am I taking you to?
Oh, just back to the bar. I need another drink.
Are you sure about that? You seem uh kind of looks at you, looks back at Corey, and then at Misai. Um, with if you'll pardon me, but with the noise you were making, that was rather. Are you sure you need another drink?
Of course, it'll help my vision.
I see. Well,
Is that a blind joke?
I shall hand him off to you, lovely ladies. And he kind of
Yup.
pats your arm twice and just kind of leads you by your hand into the direction of so you can touch Corey.
Corey immediately grabs Baron's arm and is like, "Okay, this way, hun. We're good. It's fine. I got him."
Very well.
As we walk off, I
he
say,
said
he was
okay.
nice for an elf.
He says well, take good care.
Yep. Thank you. Bye. And I take him away. We're
This
done
was
with.
fun. This was
Oh,
fun.
that was chaotic. Why did you lie like that? You could have made so many other lies. You could have
Varen,
chose so much other lies.
Varen, I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Will do.
Fuck, now we're gonna get absolutely reamed.
18.
You did notice that that last little pat on the arm, he did that with one hand. The other one pulled something out of your pocket.
Fucker.
Damn, he robbed you right back, homie.
I'm going to toss his 3 silver on the ground and say, "Oh, sir, did you drop something?"
You already walked down the stairs.
Oh, sorry.
And he's walked back up the stairs. And he, while you are welcome to go back up, at this point he's not bothering with you anymore.
Did he take the letter?
As you pat yourself around, yes, he took the letter.
Fuck.
Baron, what's happening?
Took the secret message I got from the revolutionaries. We probably have to go actually talk to this guy.
Okay, just
Now I gotta murder someone.
if you're gonna lie, at least like get me in on the lie first.
I Absolutely. The first thing I did was pull you into that.
I didn't know that the lie was I'm freaking disabled.
See, I'm just gonna say, as DM, this is consequences of Nat 1.
That's fair. I expected much worse than this.
Oh, you haven't found the worst of it yet. All right. So,
What does Tiefling think about all this? Or not Tiefling, the
Misai.
yeah.
Misai is just sort of the man didn't even look at her.
Oof. Okay, so he's familiar with the caste system then.
Mm-hmm. He knows what's
Which
going on.
means he's probably higher up in it.
So I will say, once again, let me just write this out really fast for you in the NPC notes. Tall male elf, black hair, mixed matched colors of clothing, looks fairly well off, but possibly from farther away. Lauren stole a handkerchief with embroidered hyacinths on the
So we have two options here. We either go to the bartender who's a part of this and we tell her who we bumped into and ask her if she knows anything, or we just go confront the dude. I say we get a little bit more information because it's not like he ran away. He's still in the building.
Right. Okay, look, in my line of work, though, that just means that he thinks he's slicker than us.
And he is. He totally pickpocketed.
Yeah, but you pickpocketed him.
Yes, but he did it without trying. I had to struggle for that shit.
Well, alright, I can't argue with that one.
So he is definitely someone important. I want more information. If you think we should go catch up to him right now, we can go separate ways. We have an extra NPC here for that exact purpose.
Yeah.
Besides, excuse you, who are you calling an? What's an NPC?
Just called her a freaking extra, dog.
It's not my fault she's red. Anyways.
Damn.
Wow. Oh.
No, I'm playing. But I mean, if the three of us, we need more info and we need to go get this guy because that's some incriminating information he just got off of me.
Okay, well, I don't want to go alone because okay.
That's what I'm saying. Me and you go to the guy and Masala, whatever fucking name is.
Misai.
Mimosa.
Okay.
Mimosa.
All right, yeah,
Goes
I'm down with that.
with the handkerchief. Goes with the handkerchief to the bartender.
I'm down with that. Okay.
Who
Yeah.
can then back us up if it's somebody who should not have that information.
Okay. I'm down with that. What is our play to get that thingy-majiggy back? What are we getting? What did he steal?
So here's my thought. He stole a letter that told me how to get to the carp, how to get through the secret door, and who I was meeting essentially, and how to find them.
Ooh, yeah, you fucked up.
Oh yeah, I realized. So here's my thought process. I played blind man down the hall. He went tapping and banging on the walls until he comes out, and you sneak into the door he comes through. Therefore, if he dropped the note in his room, you can snag it and dip. And if he has it on him, we now have him surrounded. Me in the hall, you in the room, and the bartender who's going to follow up behind us.
And you're sure this bartender will back us up?
Unless this dude's an ally, yeah, probably.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. We'll do that. We'll go with your.
I do apologize. I forget who the bartender is, the one I spoke to earlier. She's the half
She's
woman,
a
right?
half orc named Desiree.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll help us. Unless he's an ally, in which case she'll be like, "What the fuck are you idiots doing?" I'm fine with either circumstance, honestly.
I really hope that that's not the case. I'm really tired of not being in on what the fuck is happening.
I am involving you.
That is great, but I'm so tired of people being like, "Hey, nah, you fucked that one up." Like, fuck.
Misai is going to quietly explain to you, Sophie, that they snuck out this morning because there is a note given to Varin from protesters of called the Black Flags, or the Black Flags, and they want to have a revolution because what is going on here with the caste system is not right. And so they're trying to rise up. And they had a meeting with them this morning, and then they got out. And
Thought I explained all of this at the table.
Yeah,
you did?
yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I got all of that.
Okay,
Corey
good.
just wants to do the right thing and not get shit on. She feels some kind of way about her rescuing the fucking maid and then getting shit on by Varen.
Corey, stop thinking about right and wrong. It's not important. What's important is how much gold might be in his room.
You didn't say that part. Okay, I'm in. Let's go.
I have played too many thieves in D&D. I know how we think.
All right.
You didn't say anything about the gold. Alright, let's
I
go.
don't know there's gold in there. I just know
So
that's all that matters to us.
Kopak and no, sorry, just Kopak. What are you and Najma? Najma just kind of
honestly.
Najma just kind of sipping some tea, making some comments about weather and stuff like that.
I'm just waiting for my friends to come back so I can sell my shit. While I talk with the tiefling, who is suddenly mute now.
Remember something. Last session, we asked the bartender to go get the guy. And that's when we sparked our conversation about who these people were.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We did do that.
Okay.
So this whole thing was unnecessary. I'm an idiot.
I mean, I still want to go rob homie.
Oh, absolutely. Let's do the shit.
All right, cool. Bet.
This is only going to go more wrong.
So you're going upstairs or downstairs?
We're following the elf.
Rob the guy.
You're following the elf. Okay.
And Mimosa's gonna go find the bartender and
Yeah.
show
Okay.
her the embroidered handkerchief and explain what happened. She's gonna leave out the part where I pretended to be blind.
Okay.
No.
You guys go upstairs.
Do I hear all this?
No. You do see Misai come downstairs, holding something, and she shows it to the bartender. All right. I will pause on that. Ruby and Corey, you head up the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, we head up the stairs. I
Okay.
want to take.
Remember, Corey, no Russian.
Who you pickpocketing?
How do we want to go? I want to take lead. I'm gonna like be a little bit in front of him. Let me know when you're gonna start the blind act.
I will. You're supposed to be on the. You should be in front of me to take point behind the door that's going to open, so you can slip in undetected.
Yeah, got it. Perfect. Okay, I can do that. All right, cool. I'm gonna do a little
Military tactics. I don't know why I learned them. Anyways.
Ow. All right,
Okay.
yeah. You want me to roll a
So
stealth
when
or
you're
something?
when you're in position and good and ready to start, I'll start banging on the walls.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
All right.
so you guys walk up. All the doors are closed in the hallway. You didn't see which, because you hesitated. We're talking about it. You didn't see which room the guy went into.
Oh, fiek. It's fine.
Um,
Can I stand? Can I stand like? Okay, so I'm assuming all the doors open the same direction.
all the doors on the left side of the hallway open the right-handed way. All of the ones on the right open the left-handed way. So they all doors
Okay.
So if you
open.
stand at the back of
Yeah.
the hall, no one would be able to see you.
No,
the door-
because they open. Yeah. No. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah. Can I? I'll just stand at the back of the hall, and I will wait. And I will wait for when you need me to roll my stealth check.
Kopak, you see, you and Najma see that Misai comes downstairs, shows the bartender something, and the bartender's her eyes just go wide and she freezes. And it's at that point that the maid that you encountered earlier, Marguerite, comes back up and she comes up to you guys and then she sees Desiree's reaction and just what, and then she goes over and looks at what Misai has and she freezes and she just kind of does the same sort of reaction and they both look at each other and they
Hey,
are
Corey, should we rethink this?
terrified.
Are we gonna fucking die?
No way, bro. I got your back. You got mine. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah. This good.
Eh, I have a backup character if we fucking die.
I
Alright,
don't. I don't plan
Kopak,
on.
what are you going to do? You see this happen, you know these people, and you see that, oh snap, something's going down.
I go ask these first. What
You turned into a robot.
I am a robot.
You are a robot.
I too like dubstep.
I heard I am robot.
I heard EDM robot. Got it.
Dad, can you send me a message so I can see it? It might be easier that way. Because I know your internet does that. He says, I asked me to say where the buddies are. Okay, so you get up off the table. She kind of says, kind of looks at you with like wide eyes and goes, they're upstairs. They, Varn was pretending to be blind and was knocking on walls trying to get the door open. And Varn in the distance, you go, achoo! Sneeze. And there's this elf that came downstairs who was like really fancy looking, and because Varn was making a racket, and Varn ended up pickpocketing him, and this is what he got. And she holds up a handkerchief, and it has you would know what they are. They're purple hyacinths embroidered on it. And Desiree and Marguerite they're both behind the bar, and they look over at you, and Desiree like leans forward and gestures for you to come closer. Okay, it is one of the royal house's symbols.
Corey, are you sure we
fun.
should be doing this?
Yes.
You don't know this.
Yeah, you don't know this.
we should be doing this. This was your idea.
My idea.
If you guys had gone downstairs with Misai and asked the bartender, you would have found this out.
Nah, that's some pussy shit.
That is some pussy shit. All right.
See?
Listen, divide and conquer, right? Except we divided ourselves and getting conquered.
Mean. That's your
Ask
point.
the orc lady, is this someone dangerous? Since they appear to have white eyes already.
Why would a royal family member be a carp?
It means that this it's a very big possibility that they found out about the black flags and what we stand for. They could very well be here to shut down this establishment and kill everybody here. So there's a very real chance that we are all in extreme danger.
Well, that does quite complicate my meal ticket. Would you like me to get rid of him?
Get rid of them. Marguerite and Desiree kind of just look at each other and go, "What?"
They would both remember what I told them in the meeting this morning.
Desiree was not there.
No.
Marguerite was at work.
Fuck. I thought Desiree was because she led me there.
No,
No, she thought to attend the front.
Marguerite, she left you the note. Telling you where to go.
She wasn't there, but I thought Desiree. My apologies.
Desiree led you there, and then she left you at the bank doors, and then went back out to tend the bar.
All right, so they did not hear.
No.
Yeah, we fucked.
Time to murder a dude for being a guy.
Yes. So, they are like obviously scared, and Misai is, what do we do? Lauren and Corey have gone after this guy.
And as soon as you say that, you just hear a bunch of slapping on the walls.
Well, actually,
You got it. He got it.
the only person who would be able to hear it would be Mela, and Mela is sitting at the peacock. By the way, Mela, it's you're just seeing a bunch of people go back and forth preparing for the festival. Okay.
Festival.
Yeah.
I must have missed that. What did you say?
You are still sitting, unless you have decided to move. You are still sitting on the front steps of the Peacock, waiting for your friends to come back.
Yes.
It's about mid-morning for you, and there's just a bunch of people up and about, all different colors, all different jobs, setting up for the festival, putting up decorations, sweeping the street. There's people cleaning the houses, putting up lights, all sorts of different things. There's also definitely the smell of baking and cooking kind of wafting through the air. So, the rest of you. Kopak, Misai tells you they're upstairs. He said, Lauren said he was going to make a disturbance again, and get this person out of their room again by pretending to be blind. But if that's if this dude is, if he is as bad as they say he is, then we should not have any interaction. But he got the note with the password that says where to go and what to do.
So it sounds like we're all in jeopardy. Got it.
I mean, yes.
Orc lady, what room is he in?
She says he's in 112.
Thank you. Send someone up to clean that room in about a half hour.
She looks at Marguerite. Okay. I can do that. Yeah, for sure.
And I will start going upstairs.
Hey.
With Najma.
And Misa is gonna follow you guys as well. Alrighty.
So anyways, I started blasting.
I mean, pretty much. What you doing, Ruby?
I start essentially just banging on the walls up and down the or at the end of the hall opposite of Corey. So whoever comes out looks the other way.
Okay. So
And I'm essentially going to pretend to be both blind and drunk and calling out to the elf man to come buy me a drink.
Alright. You.
Should I roll a performance check?
Sure.
Oh, lovely elf man.
Alrighty.
Buy me a goddamn drink. I want booze.
Fuck yeah. 19 plus 2.
Okay.
Nice.
So you are very convincing, and there are several people that sort of pop their heads out and say, "Hey, what are you doing out here? Go back to where you belong."
My friend.
Not and there's a couple of gnomes. There's a couple of humans and a half elf that all kind of pop their head out when you start, banging and shouting and all of that.
So everyone looked but the elf.
Not everyone, but it's most everyone, and they are
look on in horror as this plan quickly crumbles.
They are very upset with you, shouting things like, "Somebody get this servant where he belongs." And I didn't pay for this place and to have drunk servants wandering about. This is unsightly. And things like that. Because you are wearing yellow.
I know. I'm well aware. I'll have all of you know. And I just fall. And I fall in a way where I kind of hurt myself and it looks really pathetic and sad. And I just lie there.
Some of the
Quietly.
gnomes kind of, one of the gnomes kind of goes, "Oh," and she reaches forward, but the other one kind of pulls her back and goes, "No, not here. That's not. That wouldn't be a good idea." And pulls her back in the room and closes the door. The other people just kind of, ooh, one of the human goes, "I'm gonna go get the people downstairs. And then the rest goes, "Okay," and they all head back into their rooms. One human walks past you and he goes down the stairs, presumably to get some of the help.
So, how many doors are left that we don't know who's?
There were 7 doors that opened, and there are a total of 18 in here.
18. This place is way bigger than
No, I'm sorry, not 18. Words.
Expecting you were 10.
No, not quite. It's not as a nice tavern or a nice inn as the Peacock. I can't math. Sorry, there are 5 on. No, there has to be. There's 12 on each side, and 7 of them opened. And
12 on each side?
I can't word. There are 12 total, 6 on each side.
Okay.
7 of them opened. I can math. I promise. No,
Sure you can.
I can't.
Or he just kind of like squats at the end of the hall and just kind of stares at Varen.
Baron is very disgruntledly sitting there with his arms crossed, thinking up another plan.
That didn't really that didn't go as planned.
No, that didn't. There are more doors than I originally thought there were.
I don't think he cares anymore.
That became quite apparent. Baron honestly just sits there silently.
Can we try a different plan? You ready for a different plan?
Varen, how tall are you?
Shit. I have it written somewhere. Five eight or 5'9". I can't find it, so we'll say 5'8".
Okay. One of the doors. Corey, how tall are you?
I'm like 5. I think I'm like 5'6".
Okay.
5'6".
One of the doors at the end of the hallway. Not the one that you're crouched behind, but the one directly across the hall from it opens. You see the elf man. For a split second, he grabs you, Corey, and tosses you into the room and then shuts the door.
Do I see this happen?
Oh, yes.
I punch him in the mouth.
Sword out. I'm sword out. Defensive stance, blocking the exit.
I punch him in the mouth. I punch him in the mouth.
All right. Elephant Man and companions that are all NPCs at this point. What should you guys are going up the stairs? You see a human come down and see the bartender recognize her and say, "Hey, one of your staff is up there. He's causing a ruckus and he's drunk." And Desiree just goes, "Oh my, well, thank you. We were looking for him. We'll go take care of it. Why don't you head down to the bar and you can have a drink on the house?" And she kind of looks to Marguerite like, "We'll let the others know." And Marguerite nods and runs off. And they both head downstairs.
It was Margarita the whole time.
Damn it, Margarita.
You, Popak, Najma, and the rest, go up the stairs, and you guys see, you see Varen sword out, about to, like, running or walking, whatever you're doing, Varen, down this hallway towards the very end.
If I am attacking, if you're saying that I'm attacking, they don't
You're
see
not.
much of a run or a sprint. They just sort of see me shift forwards down the hall.
Okay. So, yes. They see something, and then they see, all of a sudden, they see like a blur, and then all of a sudden they see you, and you're at the end of the hall, sword out, just ready to go. Like you're about to bust through this door.
Punch him in the mouth.
Wait, the elf isn't in the hall?
Are they going to the door that they said was the royal guys?
So, if you take a minute to look, then I could tell you yes.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay. Yeah, so on your left side, it starts with 001. And on your right side, it starts with 002. And then it alternates and it goes up. One side is evens, one side is odds.
So is he going to the right one?
Yes, he's going to the one on the right, yes.
So,
Alright, I just follow, since he already knows what he's doing.
clarification: is the elf in the hall, or did
No.
the elf pull
Oh,
Corey
he's in
in
his
with
room.
himself?
He pulled Corey into the room.
Okay, my bad. I thought he grabbed Corey, threw Corey into the room, and was in the hall with me. You know, sort of a one-on-one thing.
Nope, I'm being held hostage, my guy.
Okay, I thought he was trying to make an escape. My bad.
Now he's gonna murder me because you're dumb and blind.
I'm literally coming through that door right now.
Can I punch him in the mouth?
All right. So, you guys are in the hallway. Head down the hallway, about to attack Corey. You get grabbed suddenly. You didn't get a chance to resist because you were not expecting him to just suddenly burst out of the door. You get pulled through this doorway, and then thrown on the ground of the door of the room, and then all of a sudden, you're just I can't move. Everything feels like super heavy. It feels like there's a weight on your chest. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
I
Varen, if I
Ooh, a
die,
caster.
I would be so mad at you, Varen.
nothing
I'll be
to do
so
with
dead
it.
at you.
I have such a good backstory, and now I'm gonna die. I rolled in that one.
You are. Okay. You feel like you're being completely crushed. Um,
Have you played God of War? You are dead.
yeah, you are very
Dark
lucky
Souls?
that he doesn't actually want to kill you right now, because otherwise you with that one. Oof.
Ooh.
So I can never find any of my dice. There we go.
We're just gonna hear a couple dice roll.
Corey, you take 6 damage. Force damage.
Take how much?
Force 6.
No, how much?
Oh,
There you
sorry.
go.
Oh no, I did math wrong. 6 plus. Sorry, 10 damage.
Fuck.
And you are unable to move.
Fuck.
Now, is he stunned or is he paralyzed condition?
It's just prone.
Today's session, Baron kills the whole party.
Yeah. And
Don't agree with me. Never agree with me when I say shit like that, please.
Can I? Okay. Can I talk? Can I speak?
since you rolled in that one, no.
Yeah, no.
You as a sea elf would recognize that this is the sort of feeling that you get when you go super deep in the ocean, and I mean really deep. Like it feels like water is crushing you, except right now it feels like air is crushing you.
Oh.
Pressure.
Yep. So let's see. So you are sort of prone on the ground. You're gasping for breath. He says, "Who exactly are you? And who is your friend? He's not a yellow."
Knock, knock. I'm coming through the door.
Okay. Well, he asked me a question, so can I talk now?
You can attempt. Yeah, you can talk.
Okay. She glares at him, and okay, I'm gonna make some assumptions, and I'm just gonna kind of roll with it, and hopefully this works out.
If you mouth off and give away everything, I'll kill you myself.
I'm not stupid. I'm just chaotic. It's different.
Oh am I! That's how we got into this situation.
Says the one who pickpocketed a noble.
To be fair, he didn't know
did
that.
that for information.
Well, you certainly got it.
Yep. Could you imagine if we didn't know who this guy was and we were doing this?
And yet you still know who he is and you're still doing this?
Okay, we have a reason to do it now.
All right, Sophie, are you saying anything back to him? Sophie.
Listen, they're under a lot of pressure right
Get out.
now.
Gosh.
This is why you're a degen.
Exactly.
This is why you're in the degen pile.
There are many better reasons why I'm in that pile. If we're being honest.
There are many reasons. All right, Corey, if you're talking, we cannot hear you. What's going on?
Hello.
Yes.
Maybe they're sticking. Oh, no. There they go.
That one was Kaz.
That was Kazzy. All right, well, we're gonna let them get their technical issues figured out. She left. Kopak and Varan and Najma, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to jab my dagger into the frame of the door where the little knob, holds the door closed and just break through that fucking door.
Roll a.
That's freaking dumb as hell.
There you go. Hi. You sticking it through which part of the door?
Sorry.
Right next to
hold
the
on.
handle where it connects to the door, the little click. I'm jabbing
Okay.
the knife right in there and just breaking it.
Roll with disadvantage. 1 second, Corey. Roll a strength check with disadvantage for me, Varan.
Sure thing.
Our entire system went down.
Like, entire system.
Like the entire wall that our computers are set up on just shut down.
Ooh.
Man. 17 and 18 plus 2.
Yeah, I don't. So 17. So that's a 19. So you somehow managed to sort of, because these are deadbolts.
It doesn't matter. If you puncture that wood and slam it, that shit will break right
Right.
out.
So you managed to get the exact right angle to sort of dig it out of the wood, and like rip the door open. I need you guys to all roll for
Yes,
initiative.
I'll put my thieves' tools away.
Roll for initiative.
I still want to know what Corey asked the guy.
I
15.
I got an 8.
Whoa.
Initiative is 21.
Woo! Corey on the floor getting crushed. Fights first.
All right.
What's a plus on initiative? I have plus 2 on initiative, so my 15 is a 17.
Okay. Did anyone get a 20 to 25?
21.
Okay.
Hmm.
From 15 to 20.
Me,
Who is me?
Ruby,
Okay, so what did you get, Byron?
17.
17. Okay. Anybody
Well,
else?
15 plus 2, so.
Right. Okay. Anybody else?
I got an 8.
Okay. Shoot, I need to look for Misai as well. Desiree is not fighting. She is back by the doorway. Kopak, what did you get?
I got an 8.
What's your dex?
Well, I rolled a 7,
What
but
is
my
your
dex
dex?
is a 1, so it's an 8.
What is your dex? It's a +1? Okay.
This is a 1.
You and Misai got the same number, so. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, right. So. I'm literally making this character on the fly, so we'll see how this goes. So, first up is Corey. If you wish to try to get out of what you were doing, you need to roll me a Constitution.
Okay. 16.
16. You do manage to sort of get out of because you're a sea elf, you're used to this sort of feeling. You manage to sort of roll out of this. You're still kind of but it's you do still take 7 damage rolling out of it. That is your action. Do you have a bonus action or anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. Bonus action. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
So that I can take another action. And I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit.
Let me make up this size, class, and everything on the fly. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay. I will say that 15 hits.
Okay. Damage for that is going to be 3 points of damage. I am then going to use my extra attack. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits. Did you
That's
get a
gonna
nat
be
20 on that?
I got a 19 plus 5.
What type of fighter are you? What
Battle
style did you choose? What?
Battle Master.
I'm trying to remember. I know for fighter you can choose different fighting styles before you choose a subclass.
Yeah. If
Which
you're thinking
fighting
about the one
style?
that uses 19s as 20s, I didn't pick that one.
That's okay. That is
Yeah. So that attack's
Okay.
gonna do 7 damage, and then for my bonus action, I'm going to do Second Wind. And it's going
You
to
have
be
2 bonus actions?
No,
I
she did
have
action surge,
yeah.
which
Oh,
is
okay.
another action, and then she gets a bonus action second wind, so basically she can heal herself.
Yeah, which is going to give me 14 HP, and that's going to end my turn.
Okay. You're not moving? Well, I guess you already moved.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Varin. You're standing at the doorway. He is about, let's see, Well, this isn't really helpful because
How much was he expecting me to kick that door in?
he wasn't, which is why she was able to surprise him and get a hit in.
Will I also be able to use sneak attack coming through the door?
You will not be able to use sneak attack because he is now alerted to your presence.
Understood.
But because he kind of went like, what? Turned around. He did not expect you to break that door. He thought he'd have a couple more seconds. And that's he saw her out of the corner of her eye. That's why your first one hit, but her second one didn't. But he still knows that you are there. So unless you use something like uncanny dodge or hide, he knows that you're there. You can't get a sneak attack.
In that
He'll still get
case,
sneak attack damage as long as Corey's within 5 feet of him.
Corey is not.
That's just a
the
rogue thing.
dash I used to get from the end of the hall, the stairs, to the other end where he was, the door. Are you going to count that as a cunning action?
No, because we had not
Or-
rolled initiative.
Okay.
I
So can I
believe-
use cunning action to basically just bum rush the dude?
Give me a second to actually draw out the map.
Sure thing.
um, um, um. Okay, let's see. Hallways. Ooh, that's a big thick line. Big thick. That's the hallway. You guys are. The door opens like this. Let's see. Lauren, you are at the doorway. Let me get a pen on that. Lauren's at the doorway. So is Kopak, Najima, and Isai. Our friend Desri is over here. Our elf man is right there, and Corey is right there. Let's see. This should be. The room's about 20 feet long, and let's make it a square. 20 feet long, 20 feet wide. So that would be. You could. It's within about. I'd say about 10 feet. You could get to where he is. Oh, let me share my screen with you. I stopped doing that.
Well, then essentially, I would want to use my cunning action for a distance closer and then a up close and personal lunge.
You have enough movement speed to move 10 feet. But
So you're saying is I don't need cunning action.
no.
Okay, I'll just.
Your natural speed's high enough to reach him.
No.
Hello. In that case, yeah, I'll just bum rush him and attack.
Okay.
Corey's, as far as I could tell, was on the ground and wounded
Yes,
when the
you
door
walk
came
in.
open.
You walk in. You see that Corey. You don't really see much of Corey. You just see like a hand and maybe some hair on the floor, maybe a foot. But you could kind of see there's somebody lying on the floor and there's an elf standing over her. Elf turns around. Corey moves to the side. Actually, Corey, I'm gonna say you are more over this way.
All right, so this is how I'm picturing. Corey rolls, the elf looks up, and I put my fucking sword in his chest.
Okay.
If I hit.
Am I up? What's happening?
You managed to sort of stand up, Corey, because of your action surge. This is the area of effect. You're not exactly standing. You're kind of more or less on your knees, but like one knee down, one. You're in the process of standing, but it's difficult for you to stand. That's the area of effect, the green circle. Varn, you are rushing up, and you're going to attempt to attack. Roll for an attack.
Plus on attacking. Whatever.
Also, if
15.
you're 15, okay. As you also need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Twelve plus 1 is 13.
13. You start to get within about 5. You start to get really close to the elf within about 2 feet, and all of a sudden it feels like you are weighed down. But you just have a lot of pressure on you. It's like gravity just increased. But you have so much momentum that you do manage to sort of keep going forward. You do manage to hit him. He's still kind of off kilter. Roll for damage.
What modifier is added to the attack? Just wondering.
Rapier is a dex weapon.
All right, so it would have been a 15 plus 2.
Oh,
or something like that.
hit. Yeah. I mean, you already hit him, so.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah. Corey, how much damage did you do?
Where the fuck is my D8? There you are.
Corey, how much damage did you do? Sophie.
Shit! 8 damage. Oh,
8
wait,
damage.
no. 6 damage. I read that wrong.
Okay, cool. So you managed to hit him with your, what are you hitting him with?
My rapier, I'm shoving it through his chest.
Okay, your rapier, you hit him with your rapier. You don't quite manage to get full straight through his chest because he's in the process of turning. So you give him a nice long scratch, and you reveal some of the man entities.
Is Corey still within 5 feet of the elf?
Yes.
Then
Corey
Baron
and...
gets a sneak attack.
Okay. Even though the elf is now fully facing him? Oh, okay. Okay, so, Baron, go ahead.
Trying to use intimidation and tell him I'm gonna pierce his fucking nipple.
Okay.
No. At this point in time, I'm assuming he's going to take a defensive stance and step away from me.
Not exactly. He's kind of, he is taking a defensive stance, but he's right where he was. He's just kind of halfway turned now between the two.
My knife is in the fucking door, so. I'm not sure I can do anything, honestly, after attacking.
A cunning action can have you dash, disengage, or hide. It's a bonus action. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any of those things.
Okay. You can you do your intimidation thing if you just want. Um,
I'm definitely going to try to get him to back off through intimidation, but I don't know what I would say.
you don't have to say anything. You just scream in his face.
Should I roll intimidation then? Try to get him
Yes.
back off.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12 plus intimidation 2.
Well, it's fine. He rolled a 5. So
Oh.
he does kind of back off a little bit and goes. But he backs off defensively, so you do not get an attack of opportunity.
I do know what I'm going to say now. Sorry, not blind.
There you go. Let's see. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless I could do something without getting attacked to like check on the status of Corey.
Corey is. You can see that Corey is awake, cognate, is half kneeling, and has her rapier out.
Good enough for me.
Yep. All right. Now this is our favorite elf's turn.
Oh, Corey, there's a knife jammed in the door right next to you. Just so you know.
Not right next to her. She's 10 feet away from it.
Oh.
Look at the map
How
I
big
made.
is this room?
I said, look at the
I
map.
apologize. I apologize. The stream shut off for me. I see it now.
Okay. I'm gonna erase this and make it more clear. I'm gonna switch you to blue. Okay, so Varn, you're right here. Elf is right here. He is going to say, well, I can obviously see that you're not blind. Why don't we try to make it that way? And he is going to cast blindness on you. No, wisdom. Constitution. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
14 plus 1.
I think that's one. It doesn't really work. You kind of start to see your vision go black, but then all of a sudden he is back, and you can sort of see again. You do have a little bit of like tunnel vision, but you can still see. Now that he thinks that you are blind and deaf, he is going to take an attack at you, Corey.
But because I'm not blind deaf, it's not a disengage, so I get attack of opportunity.
No, because he's far enough away from you. He's 5 feet away from you. You guys are in a triangle. You don't have the space. He's going this way. You would have to get within. Yeah, you don't have the space to do so.
So he's more than 10 feet away from them? Because do melee attacks, you have to be within 5 feet.
That's right.
Unless you have a halberd.
Yes.
Is he 5 feet from me or 10?
I don't know. I'm making the dimensions of this room really weird. Because you guys are all within a 5-foot radius, but the spell is within 10 feet. So I messed up on my picture. That's what I was going off of. So he is 10 feet away from you. at this point, and he's going to go running towards Corey. Spell is no longer in effect. He's going to go this way, and he's going to attack Corey.
Okay, is he swinging at me?
He's
I'll
going to
fight him.
swing at you. He's going to take a dagger out of his jacket, and it's a very long dagger, and it's sort of curved at the end. You guys, and he's going to take a strike at you.
Guy's name is something you can refer to wine, because that sounds like Perry knife.
Well, I'm making up the character on the fly, so you're welcome.
Yay!
I'm guessing that a 10 does not hit you.
No.
Okay. He's
And
gonna.
on that, I'm gonna use my reaction riposte.
Okay.
And I'm gonna expend one superiority die and kick his ass.
Okay. So,
So I get to roll 2d8.
So you do hear, as he kind of swishes by, you do hear a boom as he tries to attack you.
Okay. Yeah, as he goes by, I'm going to use the riposte to make a weapon attack.
Okay.
Okay, add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll on hit. I got a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. It's going to be 9. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm using the wrong ones. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Whoops. 7, 9. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
11 points damage. Okay. Sounds cool. All right, that is the end of his turn. Next is Kopak.
So if I'm at the door, how far away am I from him?
You are about 10 feet.
Perfect. I cast a frostbite.
Okie dokie.
He needs to pass a 14 con saving throw.
Okay. He passed.
Okay, let's see. Then he's only going to take half damage.
Okay.
I rolled 5, so half of that. I don't know if we round up or down.
It'd be a 3.
So it takes 3 cold damage.
Okay. All right.
And for my bonus action, I will use... Do I want to use them now?
No. We got this shit. We have them completely outnumbered.
Yes, but I don't want him to, like, teleport away. I'm going to use my... Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my rockets.
Okay.
I'll expend 1 charge of the magic missile launcher.
Okay. How much damage? Is there a hit, or I forget how that works?
Magic missiles just hit automatically, and
That's
I
right.
roll 5d4s plus 1 per die.
That's right. Okay, so it's just magic missile, but you have it.
Is magic missile cast at level 2? And I only
Gotcha.
get 3 a day.
Yeah.
So the first one is a 3. The second one is a 4.
Just add them all up.
So 10 damage total.
10? Okay.
Yeah. And that's my turn. I'll stay at the door so that way he can't run through.
Um. All right. So, he is going to use basically a reaction, and he's going to go, and he will make himself basically disappear. So he went poof. You don't know where he went. You saw him lingering for a minute, and sort of he looked kind of all blurry and sort of like a gaseous form, and then it was just and it disappeared, and he is now gone. The room that you're in, it seems furnished to the bare minimum. Over here, there is the typical setup of, let's see, we're gonna go red. There's a bed right here. There's sort of like a wall with a door and a washroom. There's a table on this side of the room and a balcony right here. There is a lot of papers on the table. There's also the remnants of some food. There's one very small suitcase at the bottom of the bed, or like a chest at the bottom of the bed. And yeah, what you guys can do.
Sarah's going to approach Corey and ask her if she's all right.
Alrighty.
Not bad for a blind guy, huh?
If he got away with your letter, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we?
Additional security at all events. Possibly identified to the public, so more people will be calling the cops if they figure out who we are, and they know something's up, so they're going to be more cautious. So on a scale from 1 to 10, pretty fucked.
She stares at him a moment before nodding and going to go loot the chest.
Varen, after confirming that Corey is fine, checks the papers on the table.
Okay. Kopak, what you doing?
I'm waiting at the door in case he's just invisible, so he doesn't walk past us.
Okay. You stand at the door. Najma is going to guard the door with you, and Musai is going to go sort of look and poke around the room to see if there's anything. Desiree is still standing out in the hallway. Okay, Corey, the small chest at the end of the bed, it has a few clothes in it. All of those they seem to be made of nicer materials and very well made. However, they are not what you have noticed. like, because you've been in both the rich parts of town and now the less rich parts of town, they seem to be modeled in the fashion of less rich, of more poor people, but it's still very well made and very nice cloth.
Okay, is that all that's in that chest?
It's just clothing.
Okay.
Varin, on the table. I want you to roll an investigation check.
Okay. Just checking real quick. Rogue subclasses. Are we messing with any of that stuff?
I mean, it helps you at the end of the day, so.
Well, in that case, the rogue subclass that really speaks to me for this character is inquisitive, master of insight and investigation. You know,
Okay.
cleverness, and one of its abilities is eye for detail. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Starting at level 3, you can use a bonus action to make a wisdom check to spot a hidden creature or object, or to make an intelligence check to uncover or decipher clues.
Okay. Will that fit here, or am I just looking at the papers on the desk?
You and I will. Okay. I had asked all of you to give me all of your stuff beforehand, so we wouldn't run into this. But this is like the second time someone's changed their character. So if you guys would like to change your subclass or your class, I will need to know. If you're picking a class or a subclass anew, if you're multi-classing, that's fine. Just let me know. Because I thought you were going with Mastermind, Ruby.
Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Thank you. I absolutely forgot about that. I don't have it written down. That's why I was so, confused.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I've got revolutionary written down like a fucking idiot.
Oh.
My apologies. Like I said, I just had forgotten.
Okay.
Master of intrigue, tactics, direction, soul seed.
So, Ruby, what was your investigation check? Did you roll it, or were we just?
16 plus -1.
Okay.
So 15.
You notice that these papers, they're all kind of scattered around. You can read some of them. Some of them are Elvish letters,
I
but
can speak English.
they are in strange order. They're nonsense words. You being
Code.
you know it's a code of some sort.
Oh, you found his wizard book.
Question.
Yeah.
Would Thieves' Cant help me read these?
You can make out a couple of things here and there just by, because Thieves' Cant is basically gibberish anyway. And
It's a
there
code.
seems, right, and there seems to be some sort of, it's not exactly Thieves' Cant. It's been something different, but there are some papers written down in Thieves' Cant, presumably gotten from different sources, and it says things along the lines of one of them that you can read says Pierre seems to be on the side of the black flags, and from eyewitness reports he was seen coming to the carp on the waterfront almost every day. He hasn't got the money for something like that. It seems rather suspicious. And then on some of the ones that are just in Elvish, seem to be just almost like newspaper clippings or other reports, but without names, of just things like the lower masses are really upset and they're planning an uprising, and they seem to not. It seems to be most of these papers that you can see seem to be from the perspective of someone who's from the higher class. So it says a lot of things like, this isn't what the natural order is. They're defying the goddess. Um,
Got it.
that sort of thing.
Is there any way to tell that this is more someone collecting information or more someone building a case?
A little bit of both. It's someone who, especially if Corey is joining you and has told you what she has found, you get the sense that this is someone who, was sent out to collect information and the notes were to present it in a format in which they could be presented to someone of higher standing, to say, hey, basically to make a report, to collect information and then make a report, seemingly undercover during this festival.
I'm going to sort of read and take note of the basic information here and any notable names on my my little scroll, and then I'm going to burn.
All right. The only names that you see are the one that I already mentioned, Pierre. Pierre. You see Adelaide. The thieves can't. It's not exactly the thieves' cant that you're familiar with, because this is a different land, so the thieves' cant is slightly different, but you make out enough that you're able to discern Adelaide was hired for bed warming purposes and she hurt her client. And when confronted, she had run away and claimed that it was not her, that she didn't want to, and it was not her place. And so basically people were searching for her. You see another name, Tristan. And this is he has like a whole little, like, there's the paper on top, and then there's several newspaper articles underneath, sort of like a clip together. And it's you get the sense that this person is not entirely sure if Tristan is dead or alive, because there seem to be people that there was an explosion in one of the factories. It appeared that he died, at least for a while, but then there have been reports that his badge has been pinged in multiple places. So, did you get all that?
Okay. Yep. All right. And now I'm going to proceed to burn everything on the table.
Misai is gonna come up to you and kind of see you try to do that, and like, do you need help with that? And just lights a fire in her hand.
I turned to her, smile, and said, "It would be my absolute honor to ask this of you."
Okay. You burn the papers in her hand, and she heats it super hot, and the ash is really, really fine, and you guys both start
We make
coughing.
out in the light.
No, you inhale the ash. You both start coughing. Corey, what are you doing? Are you at the table? Are you helping out with this?
Corey, smoke the ash with us.
No. I throw all the clothes back in the trunk,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? No, fuck that. I pull out all the clothes and I toss it onto the table in front of Baron. I'm like,
Okay.
they're way ahead of you.
Yeah, I've caught on to that.
Okay, yeah. They're way ahead of you. You're fighting a losing war, and now we're all incorporated. Now we're all involved.
So we either win or die. Better get to winning, huh?
Look, Baron, buddy, sweetheart, you're
Love of my
amazing.
life.
And I met you like 2 days ago. Stop it. You're very sweet, and I love your optimism. Okay, but this entire room right here, right now, proves that we're not going to be able to do this peacefully. Because they're not doing it peacefully. So you're either going to do it peacefully and watch all of your people die, watch all of the people that have chosen you to depend on die, or we're actually going to stand and fight. I told you that if we could do this peacefully, I would. I'd be 100% right there with you. But I just got shit whipped into some random room, thrown on the ground, and almost was fucking crushed by some fucking magic ass piece of shit, okay, that you wanted to pretend to be blind for.
I turn and face away from her with a stack of papers in my hand. I light them on Mimosa's little flame in her hand, and I drop them on the clothes that Corey tossed into the table. As they catch on fire, I look at Corey and go, "You're right. Let's burn the evidence and let's move on to someone who can give us better information. And we're going to cover the ground as we leave."
Really fast, I need Kopak to roll me a perception check.
Get him, go back, don't let him escape. Fucking grab him with your big robot arms. Fucking slam his ass to the ground. Corey's so mad. Corey's so upset. She doesn't like getting fucked up.
Question:
Corey,
can I smell him?
What I am asking you to roll for, you cannot smell them. This would be a hearing.
Okay. Hearing?
Yes.
That is a 16.
16. You hear a lot of you hear what sounds like very loud footsteps, clanks, and a lot of shouts, and then quiet and hushed whispers in the background, and you hear people running up the stairs. You can assume that these people are armed, and there is a chance that these people might be soldiers.
It's time to go.
Corey.
Do you share this information? Hold on. Go back. Do you share this information with everyone?
I believe it's time to go now. And I jump out the window.
Fuck yeah, I'm going out the window.
Okay, time out. All right, so as I say, we're going to burn the ground as we cross it to Corey. I want Corey to look into my eyes and realize I'm saying we're going to kill people.
No shit, Sherlock. I jump out the fucking window.
Good.
All right.
You guys go
And
to
those
the
clothes
balcony.
are going. They're on fire. This place is burning down. Just so everybody knows.
This is about a 15-foot drop. So if you are shorter than about, I'm going to say about 5'10", I'll need you to make an acrobatics.
Okay, wait,
or an athletics.
hold on.
And then we're going to stop right here because I really have to go to the bathroom. So,
20.
Okay, wait, Kopak. How tall are you, Kopak?
6'10".
Okay. Fuck that, because I
Don't
don't
know.
trust my
Don't
rolls.
know.
I'm gonna bait and switch. The second he touches the ground, I bait and switch, and we just switch places. So I'm standing on the ground, and he's falling again. Sorry,
mean,
buddy, I can't risk that. I need my.
I rolled a 20. My acrobatics is +5, so I'm pretty sure I could just take you with me.
Yeah, but I've been waiting to use the bait and switch, so I'm just gonna use the bait and switch.
Okay.
I can't depend on you all the time, Varen.
We all make the jump and we turn and look up at the window as the fire explodes out the windows.
I'm okay with all that.
We should have had me lit the bed on fire.
Oh, I lit the
With all the
clothes
clothes.
on fire on the table. That place is going.
That'll work.
I'm so
And
glad
and
we
then told
bailed
Corey
on
we're
the
going to kill
whole-
people, which is completely against everything I believe in.
I'm so glad we bailed on the whole be peaceful idea. That was not gonna work. You know
It was going to work until we got fucked by my own decision.
It was not going to work, my guy.
It's not about working! Okay? It's about making a statement!
Fuck that. I want to live.
I'm not a terrorist!
So what I'm hearing is, you people wants to buy my armor, so I'm leaving.
Not true.
Now we just need
Yeah,
armor and
that
weapons.
people want to buy your armor. And then I burned the evidence. The first person I think we need to find is this Tristan dude, though.
I think we need to find Mela.
Mel's gonna be the
Personal
only
photo.
one with a clean record, because the
You were
elf
in the
dude didn't
building
see his
that caught on fire and shot the dude with a gun.
I didn't
Mela
shock him. I froze him.
You shot him too.
You did shoot
Yeah, I
him.
did a frostbite.
You shot him with magic missiles.
Oh
Out
yeah,
of
that's
your
right.
arm.
Never mind. That was my shoulder.
Same thing. But Mela's
Alright.
the only one that's actually going to be able to walk around without people going, hey, that's the wanted guy.
We don't know if the dude escaped. Could have got vaporized.
So
were
Mela's
soldiers.
gonna have to be our gopher from now on and get all our stuff.
There were soldiers running up. I'm going to assume. Look at
Alright.
Again, none of those people saw us. They know something's up, but they don't know who we are yet.
the guy that had all the freaky shit in his room knows exactly what we look like. He knows exactly what I look like. He had me pinned to the floor and was staring at me.
He knows
Okay.
what you
Rule
look
number
like.
one. You stabbed him in the chest. He knows what you look like. Rule number one of staying alive.
I have a cloak
afraid.
on. I
Alright.
am wearing a cloak. He
Pause.
knows what you look like.
Pause. I have a timer running. I need you guys, if you're jumping off the balcony, to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. I rolled a 20. I've got +5.
Okay.
I bait and
You
switch with
you
Kopak.
do a flip and you land and you just walk away.
So to me, since I already made it to the floor.
Yep.
So do I gotta do it again?
No, because you're over 5'9".
Yeah, you're fine.
You're good.
Okay.
So Misai and Najma,
I
they
would like to catch the fire genasi if I could.
I'd catch Najma
okay.
or both
Ruby,
if I can help it.
roll in athletics with disadvantage. Wait, who's catching Najma?
I am.
Okay, Dad,
Kopak.
roll. Dad, Kopak, roll with disadvantage for an athletics. I rolled a nat 1 for Najma.
Oh, boy.
Am I rolling for?
Yeah, she rolled a 5, so
My lowest was a 13.
okay. You managed to catch her. You stumble a little bit, but you got her and you're able to set her down if you want. Ruby,
Okay.
go ahead and
Also
roll.
rolling, right?
Yep.
It's 14 plus acrobatics, you said?
No,
athletics?
athletics. I probably should have just said strength, but athletics is a
Yeah.
strength check. so-
Plus 2 athletics, so that's 16.
Okay. I tried to reach for my dice to eat them, and I was like, wait a second.
Please don't eat your dice.
No, they're way too expensive for them. Yes, so you guys managed to the tiefling and the fire genasi sort of jump up at the same time, and you watch as they both in tandem kind of trip over the railing and then start to sort of fall flat on their face. Najma sort of face plants into your chest. Kopak kind of butting you with their horns like a goat would.
She'll hear like a loud clang as she hits my chest.
Okay. And then yeah. So Misai just kind of falls, but you kind of barely manage to catch her. So you have to sort of like swing her around a couple times in order to get the momentum away. And then you finally let go of her and you're both dizzy and stumbling a little bit.
Laughing the entire time, I'm sure.
You guys hear voices from up above, shouting and fire! There's a fire! Where'd they go?
It is Mimosa still in my hands?
No, you guys let go and kind of we're doing some sort of dance to see if you guys could regain your balance, which you did.
Okay. I'm going to wink at her and just dash off.
Okay.
If anybody's wondering, I am heading towards the peacock.
Okay. Najma's gonna follow you, as is Misai. Najma at kind of a slower pace. she's a little hurt from. She's rather hurt from running into Kopak's very hard shell. And we're gonna switch back to Mela. Hi, Mela. How's it going? Is he here?
Hi.
I didn't forget about you.
I am still on the
You're still
steps.
sitting there. Okay.
It
is. Yeah. It's been about 2 hours since your friends left. Your quote unquote friends have left.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna wait for well, obviously people are coming back. Mela doesn't know that, so I guess I'm gonna wait until like they get back essentially still.
Okay. You get a couple of weird stares as people are going in and out of the inn. And also from people of lower classes, like you can start to tell like some of these people have been in the street setting up for a while, and they're wondering kind of why someone so high up is sitting on the ground and just staying there. So there are people starting to kind of look at you funny. The street's looking really nice. It's got the majority of decorations here in this part of town are blue. But they have sort of it's blue and then it has sort of faint trace of all the other colors.
As people are walking by, Mela kind of sort of like has their hands uh her arms resting on her knees, and every so often she catches bits and pieces of these stairs, and as they're staring she kind of stares back and goes, yes, can can I help you? Do you need? No. And then like shoos them off. Uh, hello.
It went quiet.
Hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I moved. That's why. Um, for the sake of simplicity, I will be using made for all genders because it's just easier that way. You see some of the maids come out to apparently they're on break or they're done for the day. They go out and kind of head in the direction of the green streets where your friends left. They kind of look at you. One of them openly like glares at you before her friend kind of pulls her away. And you've seen some other people walk in. Some of them walk through the side street with yellow hair, but it didn't seem to be. This seems to be a lunch break for all of them almost,
Mhm.
rather than a shift change.
So all of them essentially seem like they're on lunch, not just like a few people.
It's about, you see about 10.
Okay.
So it's not all of the maids, but it is a good number of them. And yeah, it's not super busy street, but it's like a really wealthy part of town, but it's still busy. And then you can hear the seagulls and sea seagulls from where you are. Like you're close to the ocean.
Am I close enough to any of these like maids and whatnot to hear any kind of conversation?
With your passive perception, you can roll a perception check. If you're actively trying to listen in, then yes. Roll a perception check.
I am actively trying to listen then.
Okay, roll a perception
Just
check.
to see if there's any like gossip of the new people being there or any kind of like internal like uh issues within the Peacock.
Okay. What'd you get?
And you said you needed me to roll, correct?
Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
Let me, give, thank you. That is a 12 plus. You said I'm using perception?
Mm-hmm.
14, 15, 16.
Okay. You don't really, you catch a few words here and there. But it's mostly along the lines of, like, poor Marguerite, can't believe that they did that. Like, it seems to be mostly gossip about the events of this morning.
Mhm.
And you get that feeling that a lot of them are either scared or really angry.
Mhm. Um, I'm going to just Mela like shakes her head and kind of sort of groans in frustration and is talking to herself and going, "This nuisances, all of them nuisances is in the way. How dare they?" Uh, she um gets up finally, stretches and like uh puts away her puts away their staff and uh kind of sort of like heads back into the main entryway of the Peacock, um and heads back up to the front desk and uh before even like fully getting up to the desk, it's just like, "Hey, I'm trying to get back into my room by chance.
Okay.
My companion is uh, not here at the moment, and I believe they have the key to the room. Would you be able to get me in?"
So the the person who's there is the one called Alvis who showed you to your room yesterday. Um and she definitely recognizes you. Um there's definitely some trepidation as she goes, yes, of course, master. Come this way, please. I will show you immediately. And she has sort of, you can tell she just drops everything that she's doing and kind of scampers ahead of you, um, and shows you back into your, takes out the master key and sort of opens the lock and says, if you would please, is there anything you need? Anything at all?
No, no, thank you. And Mello walks into the room and kind of sort of like nods in appreciation before waiting for the maid to close the door.
Okay. She kind of, as soon as you said no, she gave you a bow and just ran off.
Okay. Um, the room that me and Corey stay in, is that facing the main road? Like, are we on the front facing
Mm,
part? We
there
are.
are no front
Um,
facing rooms.
there are no front facing rooms. Okay.
All the rooms are in the back part of the Peacock. The front
Okay.
is the kitchens and the bar and the reception.
Okay.
You guys are on the westward side of the building. I
Hmm.
mean, it's at a slant, but it's basically the westward side of. Or sorry, yeah, the westward side of the building.
Okay. Um. uh. Mela. Mela kind of sort of like stays at the window, just like idly looking out. Um. And
Yep. You have a pretty good
uh.
view. Um, if you let me describe to you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. There's a couple of really fancy houses that you can see. But there's not really much. There's only about two or three houses that block any sort of lower immediate sightline. But past that, you can see within your line of vision. You can see almost the turrets and walls of the palace. You can also see a massive white obelisk that is rising up. From your perspective, since you can't see the lower half because of the buildings, it almost looks like it's rising out of the ocean. And beyond the obelisk, there's just ocean. It is a little dark on this side of the window. Everything's kind of in shadow, so you get a couple of chills because the sun is coming from the opposite direction at this point in time.
Yeah, she looks about, kind of sort of like focuses on the obelisk, like, and you can tell that like the amount of time that has gone by without hearing anything from Corey, and uh definitely not hearing anything from the manager is kind of sort of getting to them a little bit. um she's getting a lot more huffy until she just goes, fuck it, I'll deal with it myself. um she grabs a few things from her bag and she leaves the room again, heading towards the main office.
All right, I'm gonna stop you there. The rest of you guys are heading along the main road. You see sort of what Mela sees. You see all these people getting ready for the festival, walking up and down, up on ladders. In the green district, there seems to be a lot of sending things places, particularly food. The blue district is more decorations and things on the streets. The green district does have primarily um, green decorations, but there are all colors of the rainbow present. And as you move into the blue, it's the same sort of thing, but it's more overwhelmingly blue than the other colors. Um, and there's more decorations, like off the street lamps, off um, all of the different everything. So you come up to back to if you're going back to the Peacock, you can go back to the Peacock. Um, you do see several legions, not legions, but you see several groups of soldiers rushing your way. I need you all to roll me a luck check. So just a straight d20.
All of us?
Everybody except Mela.
Okay.
14.
17.
What are we rolling for?
Corey.
Just a straight D20.
Luck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 13. Sorry, I had my mic.
13. Okay. So you do get, especially with the Loxodon, you guys do kind of stand out a little bit. There are some soldiers who kind of glance at you and give you the side eye. Some of them slow down, especially when they see, especially when they see Misai, and they sort of go, but then they kind of keep walking, running towards the cart. That's basically that elf. You get the feeling that elf, whoever he was very, very important, very powerful, and it's basically called SWAT on you guys, while not giving them exact descriptions.
Well, it's time to leave the country.
But he never interacted with Masai.
Well, you guys are also really lucky that I'm rolling like crap. So. Yeah. All right.
Let's just invent a character and kill all my PCs.
Mm-hmm. All right. You
This is
guys
the
go
fun
back to the Peacock. And as you're headed in, you guys meet Mela. on their way out with all their things.
What happened to the bartender?
Um, it is the same maid who took you earlier, and as she sees you all come into the lobby, she her eyes kind of widen, and she doesn't exactly go out of the room, but she definitely goes to the doorway behind the counter and sort of just basically hides behind it. She's obviously very nervous, and she's trying not to get involved, but she still has the duty to tend the front.
Hey. I am so sorry, but the apartment complex that we're trying to like get moved into just called us, and they need us to come out there right now because there's another group of people that are trying to get the place we're trying to do. So we
Okay.
need to go put this down payment on this place.
Okay.
Yeah. So me and Sophie are gonna head out.
Alright.
I'll catch you guys later.
No worries. We might just as well end it there because my mom just called me, and I should probably call her back. So,
Okay. I'll catch you later.
Bye, guys. Plus we don't have Najma here today, so you guys are in the lobby. And yeah, we'll just stop there. Sound good?
We'll pick it up from there. From
yes.
Next week.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. A very fun session.
Good.
Good job today, Tachi. You did really good.
Thanks, bro.
Great job.
You guys are taking so long.
Oh, fucking no. This is ridiculous.
I just
should have introduced the
to get rid of my armor so I can go buy some shit.
So I can be introduced.
It's only been a day and a half.
Y'all dragged ass, homie. What the hell?
I gotta kill some guy now because he knows what I look like. Probably thinks I'm a terrorist too now.
Then y'all are gonna have a whole shopping episode.
Shop the man.
Well, technically, we could have a beach episode.
Get out. Don't give them ideas. I was giving them a bullshit idea where I know it wouldn't take that long. But that one might take 3 weeks just to finish.
Gosh. Yeah.
It's gonna take y'all a whole session just to get to the beach.
I mean, now that there are soldiers out for them, yeah.
I mean, not to tell you what to do or anything, but you could easily steer us in the direction you want us to go using said.
I mean, technically, I can tell just by sitting here. She is. You guys just go She's like, hey, turn left here, and you're like, oh, turn right, and then you're like, oh shit, what? Oh wait, okay, we'll go down 3 lights and then make a left, and we'll be damn near where we're at. Like, bro, what the hell? How y'all take such big detour?
Yeah.
I found the secret opening because talking to people.
Cause y'all got shiny fetishes. That's the hell y'all got. Like, ooh, can we do that? No, stop. Just do the thing and go to place.
Look. At least I'm not trying to turn this to a murder hobo session.
You kind of were though.
I mean, you kind of steered it in that direction.
Cart burns down behind me.
Exactly.
You're kind of making Kopek into a murder hobo just to cover your asses.
Yeah. Well, you didn't actually kill the dude. You haven't killed anybody yet.
I tried to, but my D4 rolls were ass. I think I only rolled 1. I think higher than a 1.
Oh, really? That's sad.
I think I got 1, 3, and the rest were all 1s.
Well, that's very lucky for me, at least, for this character. He was at 2 health.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
But, it would have been worse if you had killed him. I will say.
I mean, he knows what we look like. If we had killed him,
Just go back. Just go
they
back and finish
wouldn't
the
know
job.
what we look like.
Just go back and finish the job. You'll be all right.
I would have
So, for the record, none
stuck
of
him in
you
the
had
bag of
high
holding
enough.
and just dumped him in the ocean.
For the record, none of you had high enough. I'm telling this as your DM. None of you had high enough passive perception to hear over his stealth check. But he basically blinked into another plane and then blinked back into existence on the balcony. But all of you have terrible passive perception except for Mela, who wasn't there.
So he used blink. How cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically. So he was on the balcony and then he jumped over it. So
Yeah,
you
my
guys couldn't
perception's
hear him.
pass unless I'm smelling.
Yeah. And there was a wall and glass in between you guys. So yeah, you can smell them.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the nose.
He
Underestimate
does have quite a nose.
mine because mine does not work, and if it does, it's runny. So I
Huh?
mean,
I know.
don't
Oh,
ever rely on mine.
Also, I can't swim. Kopak
Wait,
can't
what?
swim.
Okay.
That is good information to know, my guy.
That
So,
makes
like,
me
both
happy for some of the spells I picked up.
missions, Kopak will be against because I will sink to the bottom, and I am not a Warforged.
Yeah.
Duly noted. When I turn and kill you all, I'm blinking you into the middle of the ocean.
All right. So we're gonna end. Yeah. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully. And
Let's see if we all show up this time.
I'm about to say I'm
Yeah.
off this next.